Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you to Pak Aas and Mas Syukron for the contribution to have a great opportunity for this presentation. And thank you to all the participants for joining in this afternoon. The first presentation will be about energy projection in East Java, and it will be presentation by my bro, Mas Simon, and Mas Angga, also my sister, Mbak Prima. All right, please ready for your presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mas Anggoro. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Can you hear me? Sorry. Test.
Yeah, so clear.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, Pak Aas, Pak Syukron, and all of MeTSi students in this class. Thank you for coming to this chapter. It's an honor for us to have you all in here. As you all know, in this opportunity, we'd like to present our latest knowledge about energy projections in East Java province. But let me introduce our team first. We are Tirangga Ansori, Sinondang Simon, and me, myself, Tisa, Septa, Putri, Prima, Sarbini from team number 4. Next. Okay, first of all, there are outlines of our presentations consisted of 3 main chapters. The first one is introductions. And this chapter, we will explain about background of East Java and why do we choose East Java. And then we will explain about the existing capacity of power plant in East Java and the non-renewable energy potential also in East Java. The second part is scenario and analysis. There are 2 scenarios that we offer. The first scenario is without gas and steam power plant and diesel power plant, and the second scenario is without all fossil fuel. The third is result and conclusions. In this part, we will explain about result of 2 scenarios that we already made and the conclusions. Next. Okay, so as we already know that East Java is one of the provinces in Indonesia. East Java has a land border only with the province of Central Java to the west, and the Java Sea and the Indian Ocean border its northern and southern coast, respectively, while the narrow Bali Strait to the east separates Java from Bali. Located in Eastern Java, it also includes the island of Madura, as well as the Kangen Island and other smaller island groups located further east, and Masalimbu archipelagos in the north. East Java covers an area of 47,800 kilometers square. According to the 2010 census, there were 37 million people residing in the East Java, so making East Java as Indonesia's second most populous province. In the 2020 census show an increase to 40 million people in 29 regencies and 9 cities. Okay, next. Okay, so now why do we choose East Java? The first reason is because East Java province has an almost complete data which can be used as primary data in our league. The second, because the population growth tends to linear and it has the correlation between economic growth. The third is because East Java province has a huge amount of renewable energy potential. The fourth reason is because the local political issue in East Java is quite stable in the past 5 years. Last but not least, our reason is because East Java has a diversity in the renewable energy potential. Okay, next. Now we discuss about existing capacity. Well, as shown in the screen, the biggest power plant is steam power plant, or in Indonesia is PLTU. It's about 6,286 megawatt, or equivalent with 71% of all. The second is gas steam power plant, or PLTGU, about 1,896 megawatt, or equivalent with 22% of all. The rest, such as gas power plant, or in Indonesia, PLTG, hydropower plant, and diesel power plant, are less than 5%. So the total energy that can be supplied of all existing power plant is about 77,000 gigawatt hour. Okay, next slide will be explained by Mas Tirangga. Mas Tirangga, time and screens are yours.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Prima. Okay, we continue our slide. Okay, based on PLN data, Java has a new renewable potential energy. The first of all is geothermal, has 410 megawatt, and the second is solar photovoltaic, has 240 megawatt, and the third is hydropower plant, has 137 megawatt, and the fourth is a micro hydropower plant, has 28 megawatt, and the last one is biomass power plant with 10 megawatt. Next. Now let's see energy projection of East Java with LIP. Based on the PLN data from 2016 till 2020, we can calculate energy demand from 2021 till 2085. There are 5 brands like household, industry, business, social, and public. These are taken from PLN data too. Based on LIP projection, electricity demand in 2035 as much as 5,497.7 gigawatt hour. This demand should be fulfilled by power plant. Next. Let's check 2020 versus 2035 energy demand. At 2020, total energy demand is 37,613 gigawatt hour, and at 2035, total energy demand is 91,487 gigawatt hour. Next. What is business as usual or BAU? Business as usual is a term that refers to the standard day-to-day business operation in a system. With both terms, total capacity in 2035 is 30,195.2 gigawatt hour. Okay, next presentation will be explained by my brother Sinondang Simon. Time and screen are yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Tirangga Ansori. I will explain about study case in scenario 1. Without diesel power plant and gas steam power plant. Okay, what if we eliminate the gas power plant and diesel power plant? This will be our first scenario because East Java is very depending on oil and gas. And why must diesel and gas engine power plant? Because we want to reduce oil and gas consumption. Okay, how about the capacity after removing diesel and gas power plant? And is there any sufficient supply after removal? So we will discuss in the next slide. Next. Okay, this is a LIP data. From LIP, we get a total capacity in 2035 is 92,916 gigawatt hour. In other side, energy demand in 2035 is 91,467 gigawatt hour. So the capacity is higher than the demand. It means that this scenario is feasible. There is still excess energy about 1,048 gigawatt hour. Okay, next. Okay, this is a second scenario with non-fossil fuel. This scenario will replace all fossil fuel and replaced with the new renewable energy. And why must all non-fossil fuel? Because we want to optimize all the new renewable energy potential in East Java. How about the capacity after removing diesel and gas engine power plant? And there is insufficient supply after removal. We will discuss in the next slide. Next. Okay, here is a detail. The results are following. The total capacity in 2035 is 17,300 gigawatt hour. Energy demand in 2035 is 91,487 gigawatt hour. So we can conclude that the total capacity is lower than energy demand. So this scenario is not feasible. There is a shortage energy about 7,487 gigawatt hour. The question is, what would we do to overcome this shortage? At first, we must build additional power plant. The second question is, how much? Okay, let's calculate. In 1 year, there is 365 days multiplied by 24 hours. So we get 8,760 hours. So the additional power plant is 74,187 divided by 8,060 hours. Then we get the 8.5 gigawatt or equivalent with 8,500 megawatt. So if we want to build a new power plant, the capacity is 8,500 or similar. Next. Okay, here's the conclusion. East Java province has renewable energy potential diversity, with a lot of amount we can use of them. The second, growth rate of East Java province tends to stable. Therefore, we can predict to the energy demand accurately. Third, the second of electrical energy in East Java province. Since 2020, we are still using fossil fuel based on lab result. The fourth is East Java province is focusing on service sector instead of industrial sector. Based on the scenario 1, there is excess energy about 1,048 gigawatt hour. And based on scenario 2, there is a shortage energy about 74,187 gigawatt hour in 2035. To overcome shortage in scenario 2, it needs build a new power plant of renewable energy. It's about 8,500 megawatt. Next. Okay, this is the end of our presentation. We will happy to enter the Q&A session. Thank you.
Wow, that was a great presentation to hear about the forecasting scenario in 2021 until 2035 in East Java. So now we will start the Q&A session, and it will be limited to 3 questions only. Please raise your hand if you want to ask. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Anggoro. I want to ask to 4 group, yeah?
Okay.
Thanks for your presentation. Could you explain again to me why do you choose East Java as a subject of Mada? Thank you.
All right. Group number 4, do you want to answer or do you want to collect it first?
Maybe we answer first.
Okay, let's do the question and then answer. All right, group 4, if you want to answer, please discuss with me.
Okay, maybe Miss Prima will be answer the question.
Thank you. Sorry, the internet connection is very bad in my room. Why we choose East Java is because East Java has the biggest population in Java Island based on 2020 census, In addition, East Java has a complete data of electricity and planning also. So that's why we choose East Java as a subject of matter. Hello.
Hello. So the conclusion is because East Java is the biggest
Hello.
population in.
Tes.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, masuk.
Hello.
Okay. Please.
Hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Loud
hear
and
you.
clear. Mr. Agni, please continue.
Okay. So the conclusion is why you choose East Java to as a subject is because East Java have a bigger population in Java Island, and because the data is the data of East Java are fully complete. That's it?
Yes.
Okay.
Indeed. Okay, thank you, Mr. Agni.
Sorry for my interruption. Internet connection is down. Okay, is it over for the Agni's question?
Anggoro?
Hello, for the next question, please.
I
Mas
just
Kiki, you
curious
want to ask?
about your I just curious about your scenario where your team still use steam power plant in case scenario 1 and case 2. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I will try to answer your question, my brother. Okay, your question, the answer for your question is at the first we supposed to reduce oil and gas consumption. As we know, diesel power plant is depend on oil supply, and gas engine power plant is depend on gas supply. Both of them are fossil fuel and non-renewable energy. That's why we choose diesel power plant and gas power plant as subject to remove. Okay, I think that's enough. How about yours,
Okay.
Mr. Kiki Darmawan?
Hey, Kiki, is that enough?
Yes.
Yes. You want to make sure? No? Okay. Okay, so for the last question, please, Magdalena Andian.
Okay, thank you, Brother Anggoro, and great presentation for East Java subject, yes. And I want ask about your scenario, brother, and why your team choose diesel power plant and gas power plant as subject to remove. Why?
Okay, it's a quite hard question, literally. At first, we discussed about steam power plant. At first, steam power plant is using coal as a main fuel, but we strongly believe that steam power plant can be used together with biomass like wood pellet. In other hand, we're supposed to reduce oil and gas consumption too. As we know, diesel power plant is depend on oil supply, and gas power plant is depend on gas supply too. Both of them are fossil fuel and non-renewable energy. That's why we choose diesel power plant and gas power plant as subject to remove better than the steam power plant. I think that's the question.
Okay, just enough for me. Thank you, Brother Simon and Brother Anggoro.
Okay, I think that's it for the Q&A session for the time because it's limited. That was a brilliant Q&A session. I hope we understand the point of view of this topic. The first presentation is over and we will start the next group. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.